Champ Bailey was a shut-down cornerback from the very beginning, a standout from his first game as a freshman at UGA. That was '96. Then Coach Jim Donnan called him the best athlete he'd ever coached. Here's an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at how that bust is made. The process is not just about appearance. The artists must also get to know the person.
I love to be able to capture or try to concentrate on an expression, a feeling. I want to capture the feeling of the person, not just the likeness.
No sculpture or experience creating it is the same.
Each one of them are unique, trying to capture their own personalities and likenesses.
Go through about 40 pounds of clay per Hall of Fame hand.
The day before Champ Bailey arrives, Ben Hammond,
this is one of those stages where it just looks kind of weird,
turns a bag of clay into a rough version of the Hall of Fame cornerback.
Champ Bailey emerging out of clay. So that's the first blocking in stage.
Utah mountains greet Champ Bailey, who traveled from Sandy Springs, Georgia for his sculpting session. It's a brisk morning in late April. First step, decide on what type of expression will forever be preserved on Champ's bust by studying those who came before him.
Yeah, so I think the serious look is probably the way to go.
Yeah.
Well, look like you're good at what you do.
For the next 8 hours, Bailey will sit in a hardback chair. Every inch of his head and neck will be scanned and sculpted under the detail-driven eyes of its creator.
Do you want the scar on your nose and your bust?
No.
Yeah. It's going to be there for a long time. Might as well make it right.
Hall of Fame stuff comes with a lot of responsibility. It's not just go get your gold jacket.
What seems like casual conversation is the foundation of building not only a likeness, but a friendship.
When I go back home, it looks like it did when I grew up. That's just church I went in when I was back home. It looked identical to when I was there. Yeah.
There is no tougher critic than the one Champ knows the best, his wife.
Wow. Wait, let me see the nose.
Oh, God.
Get the nose.
And technology lets her be part of this special process, too.
It's not funny. He's not done.
So, you know, when I send pictures back and forth over the next few weeks as we finish this up, you know, your wife will have input and your kids might see things that are like, well, that doesn't look right.
After a full day in the studio, the first step of the process that artists have used for centuries is complete.
This is man, fire, melting down the elements, and
So there's no other way to do it.
no.
The next time Champ will see his bust in person will be during the enshrinement ceremony in Canton.
Put the bronze on it right now, you know? It's ready. I don't know. I feel like you do anything else, you're gonna mess it up.
After the posing session, final details are added before taking them to the foundry to start the long process of bronzing the bust.
Well, the casting process is the lost wax process. Make basically a rubber mold of the original. Once the mold's been taken off, they will pour wax in the mold, and then they'll let it cool and take the mold off the wax, and now you have a hollow wax copy. Any imperfections or bubbles or seams,
Retouched and prepared for the extreme heat that will soon engulf them. The wax busts are sprayed, then dipped into slurry, converting them into a cast that can withstand over 2,200 degree temperatures. The oven melts the wax, creating the hollow shell, and is now ready for the pour. Molten bronze is carefully poured, immortalizing the iconic busts that will live in the Pro Football Hall of Fame forever. After cooling, imperfections are scraped away, then prepped for the final step in the journey.
We're sandblasting the surface of the metal so that it will accept the patina.
coloring the bronze. So you're staining it little by little.
Coloring the busts involves heating, layers of stain, and a watchful eye to know when the perfect color is achieved. The 2-month process is now complete. Satisfaction for the sculptor knowing his work will live forever in Canton.
I get to appreciate it a lot more, to actually see him do it firsthand and how it starts and his talent. I mean, it's my level of appreciation shot through the roof.